Hello everybody, this is Dante, aka the Doctor. And yeah, Flat Earth. Fucking Flat Earth. Yeah, I just facepalmed myself. Yeah, this is some gameplay video from Destiny. Thought it was fitting, but yeah. Flat Earth. And here's the funny part. I gave Flat Earth a chance like a year ago. Because I'm all into conspiracies. I read about many conspiracies. And before you call me a conspiracy nut, go see what the word actually means before you talk bullshit. Because I don't believe in theories. Theories are theories, what they are. And yeah, I know science also have a lot of theories, but a scientific theory is not the same. Either way, I basically go with the facts that I have with any conspiracy I have. JFK was a fact, he wasn't shot from the front. The Vietnam War, it's a fact that the Gulf of Tonkin was fake. McNamara came out and said it flat out. Flat Earth, it doesn't really have facts. It has speculations. It has people making a video seeing, basically already standing on a high point, pointing the camera to some other really high points. Usually they're skyscrapers, and then they say, yeah, see, the Earth is flat because you can see those skyscrapers. Right, why can't you see further than, I mean, usually just like, I think 40 miles was the longest. And basically 40 miles isn't that far away, especially if you're on a high spot and you're looking at skyscrapers that are really high up in the sky. And especially if those skyscrapers are also from a high spot. I mean, the videos I saw usually was from that Washington Mount or something like that. It's on a mountain basically. But usually it's things like that. Or it's people making videos, creating their own science that don't make any sense. That either ignore gravity as a whole, and yeah, there are flat earth models that don't believe in gravity. I say that it's the density of us that basically that it's density what keeps things on the ground, and if something doesn't have enough density it will go up like air or whatever. But here's the problem. You'll need gravity or some force to act on that density to bring it down. Without gravity it won't work. And yeah, I know that we don't really know what gravity is. I know that. But we know its effects. We can measure and see its effects. Gravity, yeah, it's a theory of what it is. It's not a theory of what it does, mostly. Because yeah, we're new. We don't know a lot. Heck, we've just been in space for like 50 years.
Mission parameters will follow.
But yeah, here's the problem. Flat Earthers, basically, I usually ask them a couple of questions, and they never answer. They just insult me, call me stupid, indoctrinated, whatever. But here they are. Why can't you see the same stars on the northern hemisphere than you do in the south? On a flat earth, even if you wouldn't see all the stars as the whole universe revolves around us, you would see most of them, but we don't. Try finding the North Star when you are in Australia and give me those coordinates from Australia. You can't. On a global earth it makes perfect sense. If the North Star is, say, over there, that means that this part of the earth is clearly going to see it. Yet if Australia is over there, it's not going to see it. You know, and if it's, yeah, you can see the way it's spinning, so the north would be there. Tell me, how does that work on a flat earth? Another question. Why isn't there any flat earth scientist that has come up with the actual physics behind the flat earth? Because all the other planets are spheres. I've seen at least 4 of them. I've seen Venus, I've seen Mars, I've seen Jupiter, I've seen Saturn. I've even seen the moons of Jupiter. And this wasn't a crappy telescope, this was a 500 euro telescope. Yeah, I'm from Europe, so we deal in euro here. But yeah, that was a really good telescope. I actually had to buy that one with 2 of my friends because I couldn't spend it all alone, but it was money well spent. If the telescope wasn't broke, I would be using it to this day. And that was way before I ever came into flat earth or whatever, before I had anything to prove. Because I love astronomy, my studies are in archaeology, that's what I do. That's basically why I have the picture of the Doctor. If you don't know Doctor Who, it's basically about space and history, and that's basically my passion. So yeah, I clearly could see Jupiter as a sphere. I could even see some of its cloud bands. I could see Mars, a clear sphere. The moon is a clear sphere. So in what kind of physics makes everything sphere, basically every planet a sphere, except Earth? How does that work? What science is behind that? I'm sorry, it just doesn't make sense. Basically, if the flat Earth is real, you could use a powerful observatory, or powerful telescope in an observatory, preferably one in the mountains, which there are. Peru has one, Russia has some. Basically, from there you would be able to see the ice walls, or any mountain in front of the ice wall. You know, the big ass ice wall that surrounds the Earth. You would be able to see that. But you can't, because the Earth is not flat. That simple. And I can keep going on and on, but I don't even know how many minutes I have left. So basically, flat earthers, I just want you to answer those questions. Why we see different stars in the southern hemisphere than we do in the northern? Why there isn't any physics, actual physics behind flat earth? Because you know what flat earth is? Flat earth is basically a religious thing. It's what the churches had to make the earth the center of the universe, to make the earth this important that somehow it's different than any other planet. And yeah, it's different than any other planet in our solar system. Yeah, sure. But it's not that much different. You know, unless you're talking about the gas giants, but it's not that very... Heck, why do you think that they call Venus our sister planet? Venus could have looked similar to Earth. So, I mean, do you know how many actual scientists, astronomers back in the 1500s, 1400s, the church really hated with a passion and went after? Because they were starting to prove that the Earth is not flat. And tell me, what would... No, before I go there, NASA did not come up, because most of the flat earthers blame NASA, that they want money and blah blah. But NASA did not come up with a flat Earth. In fact, NASA used the globe Earth model to basically get all the satellites and the spaceships into space. They used the calculation based upon a global planet. You know, and if there was anyone out there that actually saw a flat planet, do you really think there wouldn't be someone that came out already? Out of all the scientists that have worked at NASA, except for the secret black ops programs that they have there, and yes, they do have that at NASA, like I said. Well, basically, let me just say, people theorize that they have that, but I actually think that that could be true. I don't have any proof behind it, and this is me. When I don't have any proof behind something, I just say I don't have it. But still, there are plenty of scientists that work, and not even NASA. There are plenty of space agencies around the world who would have nothing to gain. I mean, a flat Earth, NASA could still get your money on a flat Earth. They could still say, yeah, we're going to research the dome that some flat Earthers believe is around the Earth. They could still get your money. Flat Earth would not make them lose any money. None. So what would they actually have to gain? Nothing. What would all the other space agencies have to gain? Nothing. If you're rich enough, the Russians will fly you up into space. Are you telling me there's no flat earther that's rich enough to do that? No, because flat earthers, they basically think everything you are told is a lie. And yeah, many things we are taught in school isn't true. Like I said, I did archaeology. And I like conspiracies. So basically I brought many conspiracies to the table in presentations that made them laugh at me. But here's the thing, they couldn't disprove it. like how we still cannot create pyramids with the same stone that they use. And I'm not saying aliens. All I'm saying is that either they had help, or they weren't as primitive as we make them to be. You know, and it's basically a fact that the pyramids aren't tombs. There's never been a body found inside the pyramid. Never. The names that was inscripted on the pyramid has been proven to be fake. I forgot which pharaoh that was, but that's proven to be fake, that it was carved in the last 100 years, 50 years maybe even. So like I said, I don't believe everything I am taught, but I will have to I need some kind of facts, not more questions than answers. Because like I said, when you go into flat earth and actually research it, you're just gonna have answers. I mean questions, no answers. The flat earthers, they can't answer. The thing is, flat earthers, they don't even agree amongst themselves. There are so many flat earth models. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. Flat earth, I'm sorry, I don't want to offend you, but it makes no sense. None. I mean, there are flat earthers that believe that souls are stars. I had one tell me that planets that they don't exist. I don't know what I saw then through that telescope, but they told me flat out, planets don't exist. Stars are souls, or the other one said that the stars are like, I don't know. You remember the stars you would have as a kid that you would put on your ceiling, those green stars? Basically they say it's like that it's like, I don't know, taped up on the dome, basically a ceiling that surrounds our Earth. And that's all the stars. Do they have proof behind that? No. They have basically really like 500-600-year-old drawings that they use. Drawings that the church used. And yeah, the thing is, many flat earthers, they are religious. Why?
You've got trouble brewing.
Because they want the earth to be special. They want to be special. They don't want anything out there to be as special as we are, which would make us not very special. But the fact is, we aren't special. We were basically lucky, yeah. But it doesn't mean that there isn't another planet out there that can do it. That doesn't mean that we're the center of the universe. I mean, what kind of force, because you guys don't believe in gravity, the flat earthers, what kind of force could the earth have that would have everything revolve around us? You know, and unless you're the flat earth that said there's a dome and all the stars are stuck on that dome, which also doesn't make sense, because that would mean that the entire dome somehow revolves around the earth. I mean, I don't know how that works, because it's half a dome basically. So what happens there? Also, why do you never see the sun fade? You can be in a plain or a mountain and the sun always sets in the east, always. And it always rises, I mean, it sets in the west. And it always rises where? In the east. Always. You never see, there's never been a video of someone on a mountain or a plane seeing the sun fade.
Ready if you are.
And also you would clearly see the sun fade. And the only way the sun would fade would be if either the sun is so small, and even then you'd still have to see something. Basically the sun would turn into a star or something. It doesn't make sense. So basically what I want to tell you flat earthers, the one that will actually listen, do your own research. Don't believe these guys on YouTube, because I'm starting to think that many guys on YouTube, they either are trolling you, or they simply think you're that stupid that they're just gonna keep doing it just to get more views and more subscribers. Because I can't see someone actually believing that stars are souls, that people die and become stars.
Gotta stop
I mean, do you know how many stars we would see every day in the sky? Extra stars basically. Anyway, and like I said, the first video I saw on Flat Earth, it had credibility.